Greetings, comrades, and welcome to the Rad Gaming Podcast. I'm Pescador, and in this episode of the podcast, I have a long, lengthy discussion with Max. Max and I cover topics such as Rick and Morty Season 4, Destiny 2, Mario Kart Tour, the new Rockstar game launcher, Fallout Legacy, The Last of Us Part 2, Fortnite's lawsuit, and Marvel's Avengers. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Centafiore. Centafiore is the lifestyle, is the fashion brand, and you can get all their comfortable clothing at centafiore.com. That is CENTO-FIORI.com. Also, the Rad Gaming Podcast is part of Big Heads Media. With that said, on to the podcast. So, I just showed you the trailer for Rick and Morty Season 4.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about the trailer for Rick and Morty, man? I am stoked. Rick and Morty did not think it was going to take off the way that it did, and it has a following, and I'm one of the followers.
As am I.
It's my background on my cell phone.
That is.
I've seen all of the episodes from all 3 seasons.
But yet, you still have not seen the trailer for the Season 4, man.
I'm a busy man, dude. I'm a busy man.
As am I, but I still saw that. I was like,
get off my back, man. It looks awesome, dude. I can't wait. It's cool that they're dropping 5 episodes at once
starts
as well.
what? November 10th.
November 10th, Marine Corps birthday. Hoorah.
And it's 11:30 p.m. I believe. That's something like that.
Something like that. It depends on where you're listening from, guys.
Yeah, that's very true. But no, I'm pumped because I saw Mr. Meeseeks, and I'm happy they brought Mr. Meeseeks back.
Yeah, of course they're gonna bring Mr. Meeseeks back.
Gearhead?
Mm-hmm. Gearhead, Mr. Poopy Butthole. You got all of them, man. There's some kind of fight that looks like happens between the mother and the daughter. I forgot the names right off the bat.
Oh man!
If I hadn't said it, you would remember the names too. Beth and
Summer.
Beth and Summer, yeah.
Couldn't think of it for some reason. I went blank, but I got it. I covered.
It's gonna be
really
cool,
well.
man. I like that they're continuing on with the. You hear him. He says this counts as one of your
Yes,
adventures.
I remember. What was the one that they did the stairs? What was that one? The giant, and they killed the giant by mistake, and then they got locked up, and they got out, and then. That whole adventure was Morty's doing, and I remember that it's still transferred from that. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm taking this opportunity. I'm taking this opportunity, Rick.
Yeah, no, but it's such a fantastic show. Honestly, I absolutely love it, and I even heard them like it sounds to me like they were making a shot at Game of Thrones when they were saying about Morty having a dragon, and then Rick was saying something to Summer about, or to the extent of.
I always slay.
Yeah, I always slay a queen or something like that. It was actually really, really, really good.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm super pumped for. I hope this is the next South Park, the next Simpsons, the next whatever you want to call it. I hope this continues on for years.
But the thing is, though, man, the jokes are so well written, and the script is so good in general. At least in my opinion, I don't know if they just wing it sometimes.
Oh, they definitely just wing it.
But it's written so well. The jokes are...
What is it? Intergalactic TV? Is that what it's called? Whenever he's flipping through the channels.
Yeah, like,
that's
all. I got was it Ants in My Eyes?
Ants in My Eyes. Little bits. Yeah, that's all ad-libbed where this dude's just talking to the camera.
But I mean, like, the jokes are so well thought out, and like they just riddle them throughout the entire thing.
And once he loses that, he can just start attacking things in the media, and we'll follow it like we did South Park.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, South Park was fantastic at it, but yeah, I mean, they were on top of their game, South Park.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. It wasn't until the last couple of seasons, but it seems like Rick and Morty's doing it a little bit backward.
They carved a niche that wasn't there. Like, they made it their own, you know?
Well, it's the fact that the guy that voices Rick and Morty is the same dude. That's what really makes it crazy, is because this dude's essentially having a conversation with himself. And they build this content around what he's saying, what he's doing, these jokes he's making. And they just, it landed perfectly, and now we have another season coming out. So if you're Rick and Morty fans, here we go.
Yeah, November 10th.
November 10th.
Well, I know last podcast, actually, we talked about Destiny 2. Shadowkeep. Did you, by any chance, play it?
Did I? Yes, I sure did. I really like this game. The one thing, I mean, there's a lot to talk about when I say that I like the game. But the one thing that is really throwing me off is that, and this is, if you listen to the last podcast, you'll know that I said I didn't really play Destiny. I only played Anthem. Now I'm going back and playing Destiny. I wish I could fly better. I like the flying in Anthem, and I wish I had that in Destiny because there's so many different parts that I wish I was like, I just want to go over there, but I can't. Outside of that, game is phenomenal. Looks amazing. The gameplay, the interaction with people, all of the above, man. Thank you for getting me into that game.
Yeah, I like the public events that they have.
The public events, man, yeah.
They're really fun to fight with other people. Most of the time, people join in and try to help you if they're in a specific area. So they'll fight with you, and then you get unlocks and weapons. Now, what class did you settle with when you started?
Warlock? Yeah, I went with
That's
Warlock.
What I did. Are you what race?
Oh, man.
I'm a robot, I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever you... Okay, so this is what I did, just to be completely, like, just unbiased.
Go,
I just clicked the button and went. That's what I did. Just click the button and went.
Did you start a human? I don't know.
I remember. But I'm jumping around, and I'm shooting people, and I'm getting all these things, and I'm just like...
Those are descriptive words. I love it.
Jumping around shooting people, man. It's fun, man. I'm really looking forward to getting some more time off work so I can sit and just...
Yeah, you work the next 6 days?
6 days in a row. Closing, homie. Closing.
That's rough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I played Destiny. I know why I quit playing the game. I told you last time it was because of grinding, and it's still that issue. There is grinding. I did play a few. I don't know. They're not missions, but they're like. I can't remember the technical term they use in it, but it's like a main boss fight, and it's very tough to beat. And I ended up dying, or our whole team kept wiping over and over and over again. But I got back into it again. I'll be honest, 100% got back into it. They hooked me again, and that was a brilliant idea to make it free. Because now I'm thinking about buying the expansion Shadowkeep, because now I'm like,
I didn't.
Got me.
That's what I did. That's where I was at too. I was like, dude, I didn't plan on dropping the money on this game. Not that I can't drop the money on the game. I just didn't plan on it. And then you made me play it, and now I'm like, I gotta go buy this damn game. Right? I gotta own it. I gotta own more. I gotta have all these games. Start getting shirts. Actually, my buddy showed up to work today. He was off work, but he came in today, had a Destiny shirt on. Dude.
Yeah, no,
it's huge, man.
The following is huge. And I did see some really hilarious usernames. I saw one was like Macho Man Randy Savage, and then it says "is near" like on the very bottom screen. There was a few good ones. There was Bill Nye the Pumpkin Guy.
Nice. Keeping it festive.
Yeah, they have some really good ones. Too Many Ex-Wives. I can't remember all of them, but I posted some of them on the Twitter page for the Rad Gaming Podcast. But they were hilarious. I mean, they really got like into them, and I'm trying to think if I ever came up with some creative username for anything.
Mine's Insane Superhero.
Yeah, I mean mine's Pescador, but I'm trying to think of like from like a beta or something that I maybe made some crazy name, but I can't think of anything. I
don't have any really cool names. My Xbox name's just my last name. Because no one has my last name. It's my last name. So.
It's whatever. But I played, what was it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I actually became a... I know. It's a dreaded
Every time you bring up that game, dude.
It's cringeworthy for you. I used to love Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and when I played it, I became friends with the guy on the game because his name was so awesome, and what it was Sofa, then King, and then Good. So like all together, Sofa, King, Good.
Yeah. And
it was hilarious. Like I loved, when I first read it, I was like, Sofa, King, Good. I don't get Sofa, King. That makes perfect sense. It was clever, and it was. I was dying. I was laughing so hard. But I love when people come up with creative names.
Yeah, that's good, man. Hey, let us know. I want to know your creative screen names. If you have a cool one, maybe I'll add you.
Yeah.
Not that. Maybe. Yeah.
But Mario Kart Tour.
Oh, dude, I'm so upset with my phone for this because I wanted to play it so bad. And it looks fun, and I watched videos, but my phone just wouldn't download.
So Mario Kart Tour, for you that don't know,
probably don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry, continue.
Is a mobile Mario Kart game.
What? It looks so cool.
It is fun.
When you're playing the game, I wanted to ask you: Do you do this to drive?
No, you don't.
Okay, that's good.
So you use your finger.
Okay.
Which kind of stinks because I was hoping the same kind of concept, but it would make it hard to.
It would make it super hard. That's why I was curious. But that would also make it more like. Could you see like a group of us sitting around, like me, you, and the homies, like sitting around, all playing on their phones, doing this together?
I mean, that'd be pretty funny. I'm not gonna
pretty
lie.
funny, right?
A good video.
If we get video that you want to see that, let us. I'm sorry. I'm done.
But no, it was actually really touchy. The controls in general, like I've noticed that like when I was trying to make a turn, I would like cut back because I would overcompensate, and then I'd just keep on like serpentining the entire way down the track. But I think everyone was doing the same thing. So I was kind of okay with it.
All right,
it was fun though.
I'm not gonna let you live this down. You went on and on and on about how good you were. What was that phone game you played? We talked about last podcast.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile. Where did you finish on this one? Because you were like, dude, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest thing that's ever happened to Call of Duty Mobile.
Haven't lost a single game, and I swear to God, that's the truth. I will show you screenshots. It's actually on my work phone.
Yeah, it's on my It's on my work phone. I'm sorry.
It is. I'll show it to you right after we're done with this. But I haven't lost a single game yet.
Okay.
And I've
challenge accepted.
Four games. But no, I came in first. I almost lost the second one because someone hit me with the blue turtle shell. I remember either that or red. I can't remember which one it was. But no, I was crushing people on that. And I'm not even kidding. I will show you. I'll have to show you one of the posts, but that would take way too long. But no, the game is really cool. They have a lot of things that they incorporate into the game that kind of feels very...
Tell me about it. Come on. I want to know.
Not cliche, but it's like overdone. You know, the game passes that they have, like the racing passes. So like throughout they have a season for racing.
Okay.
So just like everything else, like Apex, Apex Legends, excuse me, and then you have like Rocket League and things. They have like the race
season.
The season passes and stuff like that. But like you unlock things as you go. There's like a free version, so you don't get as much as if you pay for the actual season pass, and you get more unlocks and stuff like that. There's currency in the game. You can obviously pay to get more currency to unlock more vehicles, characters, and things like that. I'm not 100% sure if it's random characters that you get in the very beginning of the game. I'm almost positive it is because you pull down a pipe. Like that's how you like shoot out whatever it is. It's like random generated things. So you pull down a pipe and then like it shoots up in the air and you get whatever it is.
Okay.
So like I got Toad as my like racing person, and I think it was Princess Peach. I'm not 100% sure of the second one. I never used those. Toad's my favorite racer, so I was super pumped when I got Toad. But
so do you recommend the listeners picking this game up?
Oh, I recommend them playing it. Why not? I mean, I'm not huge on mobile games, but like if you love Mario Kart, stay true to Mario Kart. So it was fun. Like you pick up boxes, you throw turtle shells, you drop banana peels. It's the old Mario
Rainbow
Kart
Road.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, to be honest. I'm assuming they have to though.
If they don't have Rainbow Road, I don't want it. If they don't have, does it have Rainbow Road? I don't want it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they have it. I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. Like I said, I think I've only played 4 or 5 matches. 4.
But you're undefeated. I heard you say that.
I am undefeated.
You say that about 1,700 times. So.
Yeah, but that's why I like to end it though. Like when I'm, dude, my heart was racing. Like I had 2 like first place wins like back to back, and like they're like, you got to play the next one to go to the next one. I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to put this on myself. I want to stop at the undefeated section. So that's where I like to stay.
Can I retire?
Yeah, no. As soon as I hit 4 and like I didn't unlock like the friend battle, like you can unlock the capability to play. It says versus, so I'm assuming I can play you. I don't know if
you don't want to play me, dude. Not if you're trying to stay undefeated, homie.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But I stopped. I was like, I didn't unlock it, so that's a shame. Yeah. It's not right in time for the podcast.
How much is so the free game is obviously free. How much is the pro version?
The season pass? I honestly don't know. I didn't look into it. Yeah. I did see that you could buy like packages of rubies, like $5, $10, $20, all that stuff.
Crap. Yeah, they always do that.
Yeah, they love that stuff, but that's how they make money if it's free. So I can't blame them. It's good. It's a good marketing technique. But I guess when we were talking about marketing techniques, how about Rockstar Launcher?
How do I know? Because I'm part of this. Anyways, so. It's you. I don't see the point.
The Rockstar game. Like
so I'm not a huge PC gamer. I'm not like don't shun me for it. But I do know about a lot of the launchers out there, And this just seems like one more. Rockstar is even coming out and saying that if you own the game and from a different launcher, if you own the game, you bought it somewhere else, you can still play it through our launcher. They claim that it's going to load the games faster, but a lot of people that use the games that have used the launcher already have said that it's been slow, that it hasn't been the nicest and the easiest, most friendly to use.
Yeah,
and so like, I don't know. I know why. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, and they finally released they talked about the release for PC.
But there's also a couple other questions that when I was looking into it. So what data is this launcher going to collect, right? You have other launchers that collect, a bunch of data. And so this one's coming out. What do they want to collect, right? To start sending you, push spam, not spam necessarily spam, but push advertisements for things that you look up. The cool thing about this is that any of the games that you have that you purchase through this launcher or put into this launcher will update automatically. So whenever you go to play them, they'll be the most up to date. You also get a free copy of San Andreas Grand Theft Auto with it.
Yes, and that's
Neat.
even then I'm like, what?
Let's play it again. Point? You had to go work out if you wanted to be buffed. No.
Yeah.
No.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually coming to PC November 5th. That's what I should find.
Oh, okay.
Launchers, man. Every single thing has a launcher now.
Console, bro. I have a launcher. It's called a PS4 Pro.
Ridiculous. No, it's the fact that like Epic Games, they have a launcher. Steam launcher. Origins, like EA Origins launcher. Ubisoft has a launcher.
I started to write them down, and then I was like, "Oh man, this is a lot." So I just put, "There's a lot of launchers out." there's a bunch of them. They're going to continue to make these. Now, if you're a Red Dead Redemption fan and you're waiting for 2 to come out, then you have till November 5th, is what we just said. And this could be the launcher for you, my man. But if you can buy it through Steam, do that.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Can I say that here? Do that. Just buy it through Steam like you've been doing all of your other games, and go that route.
Man, it's frustrating. I installed the launcher and then I saw San Andreas is free and I'm like, uninstall. I just uninstalled the launcher. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't find the point of it if you
snag the game for free and then delete it.
No. I was like, it's not even worth it because like I saw it was a free game. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. Why not?
I was gonna say, why would you? There's GTA 5 out and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Why are you going back? Two different consoles.
Why are you going back and play? Oh, and it's free right now on the Game Store. You can go stream GTA 5 on the PlayStation, whatever. And so, why would I want San Andreas?
I don't know.
It's okay. Hey, man, if you like San Andreas and you're a huge Rockstar fan and, much love to the brands that we support, right? To each their own. If you support Rockstar, if you're all about some Rockstar life, you love these games, yes, go get their launcher, get their free games, buy stuff through them, keep them a company, keep bringing them in money so they can continue making these awesome games that we love to play.
I'm saying, so if you go through Epic Games Store or if you go through Steam, they take a huge chunk out of the developers' money that they make on each sale. So I'm wondering if Rockstar Games is just putting their own games on there just to take away from them. I'm almost
sure there's more margin in it for them.
It has to be, and I'm assuming that's maybe that's the best way to go if we're going to buy Rockstar Games, just to give them more money to look into developing more and better games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot that, and with Rockstar being a huge entity like they are, I mean, why not have a launcher, right, to compete with the other ones? There's just so many damn launchers out. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know. It's whatever, though.
So it's the PS4 console, dude. But that's all right. I know who I am.
Fallout Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
So I actually really like Fallout. Fallout's the Bethesda series, through by the Bethesda, and they do really good stuff. I played a couple of the Fallout series. There's just... It's very repetitive to me, honestly.
What? I love Fallout. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm not knocking on Fallout. I've played my.
I'm sorry. I'll compose myself.
Right, but it's the same thing. We have this new game coming out. The cool thing with this is that they're releasing it with a bunch of the Fallouts. So if you like Fallout and you're looking, you've just been playing them here and there, and you want them all, you can do this.
But
However,
go ahead. Yeah, I know you want to say you're getting there, and I was.
It's not being released in the United States of America.
No,
the greatest country on earth. Oh, my bad. I hit my thigh.
Well, no, it's we. I don't even know where to go from there.
It's not. What do we say? UK and Germany, right?
Yeah, it's being released in just the UK and Germany, which is extremely sad. But I bought all the games, and if you haven't bought all the games for Fallout, I mean, they're pretty cheap. And not to mention the sheer fact that they plan on releasing Fallout Legacy, which I will tell you what it does come with. For the PC version, it comes with Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, and some of the DLC. So, that's going to be all released for people in the UK and Germany on October 25th, which is interesting because it's the same day that Obsidian is releasing Outer Worlds. So the people that made, Fallout New Vegas, they made Outer Worlds, and it's being released on the same day as Fallout Legacy. So
spooky.
To be honest, they can have their Fallout Legacy. I already bought all the Fallout games that I want to have, and I am going to probably purchase Outer Worlds. So that's what
you're purchasing Outer Worlds. How am I going to play it if you don't buy it?
Exactly.
So I watched about 20 minutes of The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay.
Yeah.
I am so ready for this game to come out.
Oh yeah.
They have the same feel as the first one, which I'm sure we talked about it last time. I'm sure a lot of people have played the first one. That feel of the first one where you're running around and just the feel of the game itself when you really take control of Joel and you're running around doing all of these cool things. It looks like you have that exact same control, but the mechanics look so much smoother.
Yes.
Holy cow, they look so smooth, and the detail, like. I'm gonna puff it up my chest up a little bit here and say that I'm gaming on an OLED, so that's what I game on with my PS4 Pro, and you best believe this game will look damn good on that PS4 Pro. All you computer gamers out there talking trash, like whatever. But OLED, PS4 Pro, The Last of Us 2, I cannot wait for this game. One of the cool things that I want to talk about, I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. I think I've mentioned Metal Gear Solid probably if you've listened to the podcast. I usually bring it up, but. There's a part in the gameplay I was watching, several parts where they go into the menu, and you get this kind of old school, like, it reminded, as soon as I saw it, I thought Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation 4, where the way that you control, like, when you go to you're in a box or you go to get your guns, and the way that little block menu is like...
Yes. Yeah,
that's how the menu looked, and it just, I don't know, like, I'm ready.
And then it reminds me of the old one. Last of Us, excuse me.
I don't know. It just felt different to me whenever I wasn't playing, but I was watching the gameplay, and it seemed different. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready for this game to come out. The Last of Us Part 2, February 21st? Yeah. February 21st, 2020. I'm ready.
Dude, I'm excited, and like I said, I read an article that said that they're going to up the AI's intelligence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is awesome because the way in which they're going to hunt you down now is completely different from any other game. So the way that, like, if you, as Ellie, try to take people out silently, all the more power to you. Take them out with a bow, silencer on a pistol, what have you. If the enemy comes across a dead body, they'll figure out where, like, they believe the projectile came from, and they'll start hunting in that general direction.
That's asinine.
Which is insane. So, say if you shoot her from, like, you're up north, you shoot her from up north, shoot someone from up north, and you still stay in that general area, they'll start, like, if they find that body, they will start hunting you because they know that arrow came from that general area. But you can also counteract that by knowing they're going to do that, so you can, shoot them, move to a different location, and kind of plan your next attack. So, it's really neat.
It's getting in depth, man. We're getting more and more to the point. Have you ever seen the movie Ender's Game?
I've heard of it.
Okay, quick synopsis. Ender's Game. Guys, little kid is super good at strategy. They make him like do these military drills and stuff. Turns out it wasn't a drill. He was killing like millions of people. Anyways, or millions of aliens, so people's sensitivity isn't hurt. Sounds like that. It sounds like a completely strategic, where you have to really think through your problems and your battles, where you have to be 2 steps ahead because the computer is already 2 steps ahead. And that's amazing to me. That's the kind of game that we want to play, right? Because it takes taking a shot from up north, as you put it. It takes that one shot where you just pull the trigger and kill someone, where now before you pull the trigger, you have to think. You have to think through every move that you're making. You have to think through everything that you're going to do. And it brings a completely new level of realism to these games that we're playing.
Yeah, and they also said in the same article that they wanted to really hammer home the idea of having an actual person behind each enemy that you're fighting. So they want to give it a unique name to the person the enemy that you're fighting. And also, when it comes across a buddy of theirs that they found dead, they're going to mourn. And, they're actually going to feel the pain of a lost loved one, basically, which is insane.
It sounds like we're giving computers the ability to feel, and I don't like that.
We've learned from Terminator that that's a bad thing.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen that movie, Terminator?
They're coming out with another one.
I was about to say there's another Terminator coming out, man.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It's I should know this. I shouldn't.
Please, you saying Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, the other person, the chick. Is it Jane? It's not Jane. I don't know who she is.
It's been so long since
I know it's Sarah. I know it's Sarah Connor, but the actress that plays her.
I don't know her name.
Yeah,
anymore.
whatever. But she's in it.
I just see her.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's back in it. It's gonna be crazy. I'm hoping he says something to the effect of "I'll be back."
She says
again,
in the trailer
and again, or something, because he always says some weird shit.
Sarah Connor says it in the trailer. She's
I know,
back, but it's ridiculous.
It's getting out of control. That story was really good. I feel like they could have stopped at the second or third one, but I guess we're just going to continue to make them Salvation.
Yeah, same with Rambo.
Genesis.
Rambo.
The new Rambo's out. Hey, actually, I had a movie. I talked to a movie buff today. I was asking him if he'd seen any good movies, and he said that Rambo: The Last Blood is he's like, go see that movie. It's really good.
I heard the opposite. I heard it was really terrible, but even critics were taring into it. But I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, it's kind of like the Rocky movies too for me. Now it's just I loved Rocky.
And now we're on Creed. We're on the Creed series now.
I don't know, man. I think that once you get to a certain point, that just I can't watch them anymore. Kind of what was the?
Can we sidebar from games for a second, just and talk about society in general, man? We're just redoing the same stuff, man. We're just remaking it. We're just remaking the same Dude, did you see Jurassic World? Did you see Jurassic World 2? It's the same as Jurassic Park 3. It's the same movie.
No, it's not, because they run through the city. In
Jurassic Park, in Jurassic Park 3, it was
the second one. The second one is when they run through the city, right?
Okay, I'm sorry that they bumped it up another whatever, man. I'm sorry. I could tangent on that shit all day.
No, you're fine. But you're right though. But they were doing that same thing with games. But I'm happy they're doing it with games.
Well, with games,
medieval.
I was about to say, you know what? Shout out, I got to shout out to my homie here, for my birthday right here, Pescador. He gave me the ability to go and purchase Medieval. Oh, I already had the ability, but he gave it to me as a gift. I was able to get the game. I love the game. It's super addicting if you haven't played it. You get that old nostalgia feel. And anyways, back to what we were talking. So shout out to you, thank you. That was awesome. Anyways, but to your point that. It's not the same, though, because they're taking these older games that we know exactly what we're getting, and they're just bumping the graphics up and letting you replay them. They're trying to make the story different. They're trying to adapt the story, but they're using the same lines for all of this stuff. And it's not cool. I'm ready. You know what I want to see? Give me another Hannibal. You want to try to outdo yourself? Outdo Silence of the Lambs. Give me some Silence of the Lambs. Dude doesn't blink in the movie.
Shawshank Redemption?
Okay. Redo that one. Yeah, not redo, but try to these classic movies. We're remaking The Lion King. They went from cartoon to just computer animated. It was the same thing.
It was good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not bad. And I get that Disney's whole thing too is Disney. He wanted to. I think his whole thing was every 10 years he wanted to come out with the movies to continue to bring that feel. Aladdin? Aladdin was actually really good. I like the actor and actress that they played for Aladdin.
They do a good job. Let's put it this way: it depends on who takes the film over, and then when they remake it.
That is correct. That is completely correct.
Because I heard the new Joker movie. Like, they took it a completely different way, and yes, Joker's been done so many times, but I was told, and I'm not sure if this is true, I still really want to see it, but I was told that what it basically is, instead of him being insane, he was like a genuinely good individual that was just having a terrible go at life.
Apparently it's about mental illness, yeah.
And eventually he just got kicked like down so many times that he just became like evil. Like, yeah. It's hard to say because like in just the other ones, they just like, or something like was mentally wrong with like the Joker in general. Like he just became psychotic in like The Dark Knight. And if you think about this one, it's like he was just happy-go-lucky. He was trying to be like the best he could be, and then eventually, like he just realized the world was going to crap, and then everyone's treating him like crap, and it just got to him.
And crap, give me the makeup. No, so
give me the makeup. That should be a line, right?
Give me the makeup. Can we? I want to table this. Can we table the conversation till next podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Please. I will see that movie by next Tuesday, and
we will see that movie.
Want to go see the movie together?
Yeah, I do,
dude. So we need your guys' help. We want to see this movie, but we don't have the money. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. You cut that out of the podcast, I'm gonna be pissed. No, I'm just joking. We don't need your money. We're gonna see it, and then next week on the podcast, we're gonna talk. And I'm pretty big into this stuff. I talk about gaming, but I can really get into some DC characters. So I want to talk about. We'll get
into DC, not DC, but we'll get into Marvel.
A little bit of Marvel.
A little bit later.
We're gonna push that back. Yeah, man. So I think that actually would be a really cool thing for us to do, is to go see that movie, and then I'll talk. I want to if the viewers, let him know on the Twitter channel if you want to hear us talk about the Joker movie, and I'll lay into that because that's kind of my thing.
Yeah. I really want to see it though. But I kind of want to make a move on to Fortnite. And
Fortnite.
I don't know if you've played. I've had quite a few people on here.
I can floss. You want to see me floss? I know the people can't see me floss, but check this out.
Is it sad?
Oh no, it's not sad. I'm good at it. Look at this.
Man, I can't believe you. Okay,
come on.
At least you know the Fortnite moves.
A little bit of them.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway. So with Fortnite, have you played Fortnite really?
A little bit. I like Fortnite. I like the concept of being able to build better. That's what you get with Fortnite. Was Fortnite the building one? I'm thinking of PUBG. You can't build in PUBG. You can build in Fortnite.
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You say you're good at video games, and you're like, is that PUBG or Fortnite?
They were the same game, and then Apex came out, and then Call of Duty whatever came out. Yeah. They were all the same game. They just looked a little different.
Well, I mean, Fortnite's completely different, but I got what you're saying.
You see what I mean? Fortnite was the one. Fortnite, yeah, Fort. So you can build the things. I like that concept of the game. It was cool. It blew up fast. Like this game came out and it like just took off. Everyone was doing it. Kids are flossing in my store all the time. People are wearing these shirts.
Flossing in my store.
They're wearing these shirts with all of this different Fortnite stuff. I don't have any. Where's your Fortnite stuff? I can just stop you right here. We don't have any. Just leave because it's all sold out. So I played it a little bit. It wasn't bad. Which
is sad because I'll be 100% honest. I played Fortnite quite a bit. Oh, not quite a bit. I got to like level 20.
I didn't see you for like 2 months. And you only made it to level 20?
No, you're kidding me right now because I did not play Fortnite when I met you. Way before you.
It's just gonna be trash, man.
No, but playing Fortnite. It's fun. I enjoy it. A lot of people really love it. But what is really crazy, like you said, there's tons of people playing this game. Mm-hmm. And I just read an article that Epic Games is in a lawsuit right now with a legal team in Canada.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to get your take on that. And the reason being is because they said that they're basically claiming and saying that playing Fortnite is as addicting as tobacco or cocaine.
Cocaina, man. Which
is crazy. I mean, it says the way that they put it says knowingly putting this on the market, very, very addicting game, which is also geared for youth, or towards youth. Excuse me, I can't even read a quote.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, that's asinine. So we gotta remember though that we're also talking, and by no means. Respect to everyone. To each their own. Your beliefs are your beliefs, and I will always believe that. However, I don't agree. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that.
To be quite honest, I don't agree with it either. And apparently, a legal team was talking to a parent of some children that have been playing it, and they say that they're dependent on Fortnite. And I guess they claimed that they wouldn't have let them play it if they realized that there was a risk of them getting addicted to the game. Which I think is ridiculous.
That's a completely asinine thing for a parent to say. That, like, who... That's just a parent passing... And I'm like, I don't know who this person was, and I'm like, I really try not to come across mean. But I don't know what kind of parent gives their kid something and then doesn't have the ability to take it away. Yeah. Like... And I'm, to each their own, but who... Like, my son... He likes to watch Blippi. If you've ever heard of Blippi, shout out to Blippi. He's making it. He's a millionaire now. YouTube, Blippi, if you got kids that are 3, it'll make your kids sit down and watch TV. When I take that tablet away from my child and he starts to get a little upset, as kids do when you take things away from them, no matter what it is, I put the stern father voice in there, and I put the I take the tablet away, and I don't care if he cries. The tablet is not going back in his hands because he's crying. It has to be the same way for this. Even though the kids are older and they can articulate what they want and how much they need to play this game, you are the parent. This Absolutely. Kid does this. If you were to go away, this kid would play games and not eat. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Be a parent. I don't think video games have addicting personality. I've been playing video games my entire life, and I'm not addicted to them.
Epic Games has actually included a waiver to stop people from becoming part of the class action lawsuit. I can't even speak.
You're good.
And basically saying that the legal team claims that in Canada, that would be negated, the waiver that they sign, because of the Consumer Protection Act, which requires companies to warn customers about the potential risk like addiction. It's unreal this is actually happening in general. I actually put out a poll on Twitter about how people feel about this lawsuit, and a lot of people didn't agree with it. There's a very, very few amount of people. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
60 to 40, 70, 30.
Great majority said no, and I say like 50%, a little over 50%, little under 50% said they didn't really care. Which I think is a bit ridiculous, and I'll explain why.
I'm all ears.
So this kind of paves the way for other games in the future. So whatever happens with Fortnite, in I guess Epic Games, they will pave the way for games to come. So if this class action lawsuit takes effect and actually has some traction, and they do get sued, and they have to pay this type of money because of these addiction clauses, basically, that's going to set it up for the rest of the games for the future. So games like Call of Duty, not Call of Duty, but
yes, Call of Duty's addictive. They're coming out with another one, and all these people are like pissed off at me whenever I say I don't like Call of Duty.
No, I was trying to say Grand Theft Auto. They have casinos in Grand Theft Auto. You can gamble technically in Grand Theft Auto. So, I mean, like, where do you draw the line in addicting games? Like, what do you classify as addicting? Because Fortnite doesn't have gambling. They have loot crates, but a lot of other games have loot crates. A lot of games shied away from loot crates. I know that Rocket League has recently stopped doing loot crates, and they've done like blueprints or something like that to try to change it up. But what I'm trying to say is, how do you classify addicting?
I think that this is parents passing the buck because they don't know how to actually completely discipline their children. And that in this day and age with all this technology out, maybe technology is taking off super fast. Maybe technology is taking off too fast for these parents to completely grasp. And so now they're like, I don't know what to do. This game is addicting. My kid screams when I take the controller away from him and tries to hit me. So instead of blaming my child and disciplining them the way that I should, as a parent, I'm going to attack this company that is making this video game because this is the exact same things that you see in, oh my gosh, $1 million idea. All right, cool. So look for this. I'm going to start a thing where I am going to play Fortnite for 30 days in a row, and then I'm going to stop and see what happens to me.
Are you really going to do that?
I could totally do that. This is the same. So
you would do Destiny in one.
Okay, first off, don't yell at me. Second off, this is the same thing as those kids and those parents that sued McDonald's for making them fat. It's the exact same thing. You are blaming a corporation, a company, a business
that provides a service
that is doing something that they, whoever they are, is something that their aspirations, their dreams, they went out and they sought to do this because responsible adults like you and myself can go, you know what? I really like the way McDonald's tastes, and few and far between, best thing I can ever eat. I don't really eat McDonald's. I'm not sponsoring eat McDonald's. What I'm saying is that we can say that few and far between will eat it, but we understand that that's terrible food for you. I'd rather eat the salad or whatever I'm making. So these people saying, I let my son play this game without knowing it was going to make them addicted, and they're addicted and it's your fault. I can't believe you would make this game. Like, no. How about you be a parent, you discipline your children, and you know when to say no. There is all sorts of stuff out there that you have parental controls to where you don't even have to go into the room. You can push a button on your cell phone now, and they can't play Fortnite anymore. Yeah. So, like, no, I don't do that. I can't. You want to talk about gaming on a budget? I can talk about gaming on a budget, man.
Yeah. You said you wanted to talk to us.
I want to talk to the people, man. So if you're trying to game, man, you hear us... You're one of those people out there, you're listening to this podcast, and you're just like, dude, these dudes are talking about the coolest games ever, and they know what they're talking about, and these guys, they sound handsome. They sound so handsome. And I just want to know where to start. So I would like to tell you that there are a couple games out there right now. So I am a PC, or not a PC gamer, but I'm a PlayStation gamer. So if you are into PlayStation and you have PlayStation Plus and you haven't jumped over to the PlayStation Store this month, you will see that the Show 19 and The Last of Us Part 1 are free for PlayStation Plus members, man. Those are some really, really good values there. Some other things that I dove into, right now I'm big into PlayStation. Yeah, I'll let you talk about a little bit of PC stuff, but I picked three that I thought, I went through the list, I picked three that I thought were really cool this month. So for PlayStation deals that they have going on right now for my PlayStation gamers out there, PC's it comes out so easily.
Yeah, of course it is. Because it's better.
The first note we have is that Spyro and Crash. I wanted to bring this one up because I recently got Medieval. Shout out to my homie again. Right now, the PlayStation Store has that for 45% off. So instead of paying 75 bones, you can pay about a little over $11. The second one they have going on is they have the Call of Duty Black Ops. I am not a Call of Duty fan. However,
if they are,
seeing that it is 67% off, making it $19, what? Go pick it up, $20, $19, somewhere in there. You can get yourself some Black Ops. And then last but not least, and I only picked this game because I thought it had the best replay value for the price, is Just Cause 3. Instead of being $20 right now, you can get it for right at $6, and that makes it $70 or 70% off, which is awesome because the replay value in that game, if you haven't played the Just Cause games, go play them, and you'll understand that the replay value itself alone is well worth $6. So that's kind of where I went with gaming on a budget this week for PlayStation.
There's just so much for Xbox and PC. Okay.
Yeah, well, you got both of them. Take them.
Oh, man. Tembo, the badass elephant.
That is, you started there, huh?
Yeah, I want to hit that right now. So if you have Xbox Live Gold, you are in luck. You can get Tembo, the badass elephant, for free. That's awesome.
For free.
Dude,
for free.
And
if you don't know about the badass elephant, then you are wrong.
So we actually read this because we didn't know what it was, and I wanted to give you a little synopsis of what it actually is. So Tembo the badass elephant reads as such: Shell City plunges into a state of emergency after coming under attack from the devastating forces of Phantom. As the National Guard struggles to contain the terrifying war machine, they call upon the only thing that stands between Shell City's obliteration and its salvation. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
A peanut-chomping, villain-stomping Tembo the badass elephant.
Tembo with the badass elephant, dude.
Such a ridiculous game.
It looks so cool though. It's like a 2D side scrolling. You got the cartoon graphics. It just if you have I have an Xbox One. I plan to play this. I want to play this. It looks fun, man.
Yeah.
That looks like a cool game, dude.
Yeah, so you can get that for free Friday the 13th. Well, you can get that from October 1st to the 31st, Tembo the Badass Elephant. Friday the 13th, the game is actually free as well from October 16th through November 15th. So you can get that for free.
Have you played that?
Yes. Actually, which is really weird, around this time last year, they had Friday the 13th for PlayStation.
Was it PlayStation?
Free.
Right, yeah. So this is the one where you can fast travel, jump in the water, fast travel across the park or the campground, jump out of the water,
you can play against other people, which a ton of my friends and I played this game. It's really fun, actually. Since it's free, why don't you pick it up? It is so much fun because you can be Jason and basically hunt down the campers,
right? And they try to kill you too if they can kill you, right? They can kill you as well, and they can escape. That was their thing. They can get off the campground.
So you have to you're scattered everywhere in this map of camp. I came up with the name of the camp that he's a part of.
No one cares. Camp No One Cares. That's fine.
But anyway,
camp random name.
No, you can play you can have a person play as the killer, which is Jason, running around the map trying to kill the campers in pretty awesome ways. You can smash people's faces and doors. You can shove objects in their faces.
I think you can grab a fire poker. I think that's one of the ones I saw was a fire poker. Grab a fire poker and hit someone with it.
I can't honestly remember all the ways you can kill people as Jason, but you can kill them in insane ways. You can play as the campers as well and kind of run and hide. So you can also lock doors to make Jason have to break down the doors to come and get you when you go in buildings. You can pick up flashlights and shine them in his eyes. You can pick up a shotgun, which if you do shoot him with a shotgun, it does not kill him. May I remind you, it makes him drop to the ground and you can run away. So that's the best you got.
That's about it.
You can basically build a car to escape, and you can run other survivors over with it. I've been killed before when everyone else trying to escape, and I was like, hey, pick me up, and they ran me over with the car. I'm talking way too much about Friday the 13th, the game, but you can pick those two. Timber, the badass.
It's October, man. It's Halloween,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get it. It definitely plays into the festive nature of this month. And,
So you can get Disney's Bolt as well from October 1st to the 15th. And you can get Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, which I do like the Ninja Gaiden series. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. It's very tough. In my opinion, it's a very great puzzle action game.
I only like using them in Dead or Alive.
No, but so there's a ton of things you can do for PC. Epic Game Store always has stuff on or for free every couple of days, actually. So Minute is actually free right now until October 10th, and then October 10th through the 17th, you can get Surviving Mars.
Surviving Mars, man. This game looks cool, dude. I need you to pick this up so I can come over here and PC game a little bit.
I'm going to pick it up. It's free. Why not? So
it's if you haven't heard of Surviving Mars, just a quick little take on it. You colonize Mars.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Down and simple. You colonize Mars. So it's just cool, man.
Yeah, so that's on the Epic Game launchers.
I want to know what you guys think, man. Let us know what you guys think about that. If you played it, if you play it prior to us, I would like to read some of your comments that you guys say about the game and see what you guys think about it. So if you're down, let us know, and maybe we'll give a shout out.
Yeah. So if you are a Twitch Prime subscriber, which you can get it with Amazon Prime, you can get it with Amazon Prime for free. So they have a ton of games that you can get. Prime. Yeah, well, you have a ton of games for free.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, for PC. You can get Adam Wolf. The Walking Dead Michonne, a Telltale miniseries, Stranger Things 3, the game, Dead Light, the director's cut, and Serial Cleaner.
Serial Cleaner.
Yes. So we had to look up what Serial Cleaner was because we didn't know what it was, and it is an interesting game. It's a 2D top-down kind of
game. I was trying to think of the game it was a game I played on PC.
So basically, you are a professional cleaner. And you're basically there to clean up crime scenes and get rid of bodies and incriminating evidence.
Yeah, like a bad kind of cleaner. Like John Wick calls you. Essentially, John Wick happens and he calls you and you come and clean up the house.
That's exactly that. That's well put.
You're John Wick's cleaner for all of the hundreds of years ago.
From what I've seen, and I haven't played it yet, but what I've seen, it looks like the cops are searching for you in the map. You have to try to sneak past them, get rid of the evidence that's in that area. And then the cops have a field of vision, so I'm assuming if they see you, they will arrest you, what have you.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't really know what they do with you once they catch you, but they'll do something bad.
Maybe it'll be something good, and they'll lock you up and get you off the streets, you dirty, dirty person.
Well, John Wick will not have that.
He will not.
He will knock down those cops' doors. I'll tell you that right now. But that means we've covered everything but one. Thing.
But one thing.
And that is Marvel's Avengers.
What? Yo. Okay. Can we talk about this game a little bit? Have you guys seen this game? I hope if you're hearing about this game for the first time, as much as I want you to listen to the rest of the podcast, you need to stop what you're doing, pull over your car, you need to get on YouTube, and you need to look up a trailer. You need to look up something about this game. This game is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't
just there's
wait,
so
man.
many playable characters. I don't even know where to start with this game. It looks
so my favorite.
awesome.
I think my favorite so far has been Thor. Because I watched a lot of gameplay about this, and there's a scene where, not even a scene, it's gameplay where there's a dude up on a wall, kind of on a bridge. I think this actually takes place on Golden Gate Bridge, where the first scene opens.
Yeah.
I think you're running across Golden Gate Bridge. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But there's a dude up on a ledge, and he throws his hammer. He throws his hammer, and it shows him hit the dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, Thor's just standing there for a minute. And then it looks like whoever's playing pushes a button, and the hammer comes back to Thor's hand.
Ooh.
The coolest.
That looks awesome.
Dude,
That sounds awesome. At least.
Oh, dude. It was, I couldn't believe that. The Captain America throwing his shield bounces everywhere you push a button, comes back to you. This game is going to be the next big thing. I'm going to beat this game with every single character that you can play with. I'm
That's
going to
a
beat
lot.
this game. Oh yeah, I'm going to beat this game, dude. I'm going to know this.
You know what the playable characters are, because I know you were excited to talk about it.
The ones that I saw right off the bat were obviously the Avengers. So you had Black Widow, you had Hulk, you had Thor, you had Captain America, you had, I think I saw Hawkeye.
That I don't remember, to be honest.
What I really, really thought was cool is that they are keeping the same feel that you got from the Avengers movies, the last couple of Avengers movies, with who we know as Scarlett Johansson. We know Robbie Downey Jr. We know Chris Hansen, or not Hansen. He's the other dude, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I said Hansen. That's fine. Whatever.
Isn't that the guy that catch Predator?
Yeah, he was the Catcher Predator dude.
Okay, I thought so. Go on. Sorry.
But so you have all of these people. The way that they portrayed the character is the same feel that we get, but they look different. So when you're playing Thor, you get that same kind of feel that you got from Chris Hemsworth in the movie.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, and same with Iron Man.
Iron Man and Hulk, and even Hulk, dude. They almost, like, the Hulk guy, I had to, like, double take.
I didn't even know that was him in the trailers.
Is that him? Is it not him? I had to look.
Bruce Banner? I'm like, who? Wait,
yeah,
huh?
right? Yeah. But it looks phenomenal. If you listen to our last podcast, I talked about how with this new Spider-Man game, one of the things that I heard coming from Marvel is that they wanted to kind of dive into that DC Universe kind of world, where they wanted to be you create your characters and you have this open world that you're going around and doing stuff with, DC Universe style, right? If you've played it. Because they're trying to do that more on the Marvel side, I think this game is going to be that step that takes us into the ability to do those things.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen the trailer, you guys are wrong. Go see the trailer for this game. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I actually just saw, they just released another trailer not too long ago during Comic-Con. You can play as Kamala, I think her name is Kamala.
Kamala.
No, but she eventually becomes Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
And she has some pretty cool traits. And she looks like Mr. Her abilities, kind of, we were talking about earlier, is like Mr. Fantastic.
Right, they're right at Mr. Fantastic.
So she's
stretch and it looks like she's gonna be able to like make her fists really big and like throw them like punches while she's fighting or whatever.
Grow body parts to do heavy damage on people and stuff. But it's really neat to see a different take or someone that we really haven't seen in the Marvel universe really put on this in the spotlight, I guess. And what's really neat about this, the trailer that just came out, if you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. But the whole point of them bringing in is like she's there to, I guess, uncover a shocking conspiracy that's with the Avengers, and she's trying to reassemble them because they're no longer the Avengers.
Yeah.
So she has a key piece of information to help them plead their case.
Yeah.
And
this doesn't follow the storyline of what we've been seeing in the movies. This is a completely different storyline. So we still get the same feel of the characters, and we still get the same kind of depth to the characters. Like, you already understand where they are because of what we've seen in the Marvel movies. However, this is not after Captain America has gone his, lived his life. This is not after Iron Man has died. This is when we still have these characters and they're still...
Spoiler alert, jeez. No, I'm just kidding. If you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah, no.
If you haven't seen it by now.
You're listening to... You're not listening to this if you haven't seen the Marvel movies by now. And if you haven't, haha, I ruined it for you. Your life will never be the same. What?
No, it's people that don't see it and they're like, hey, I didn't see it. Well, you waited way too long.
I don't know if you can put this in the podcast, but here's a funny story. When I was in the Marine Corps, when I was like a new boot in the Marine Corps, I literally got told to stand at position of attention with the rest of my platoon, and our one of our squad leaders ruined the new Batman movie. He went and saw it at midnight, made us all fall into detention, and then told us every detail about the movie. So I don't
Which Batman movie?
The one, whichever one with the boats, where the boats don't blow up with the Joker. Was that the second one?
That's the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
It stinks so bad.
It was terrible. It was hard. It was rough.
Really
that was a rough day. I should have gone. Here's the thing. I was going to go see it at midnight, and I was like, nah, I need to be awake for work the next day. He went and saw it at midnight.
Being responsible.
And at 6 o'clock in the morning, spoiled the whole movie for us. So I don't give a damn. Yeah. No, Captain America dies, and Thanos is gone.
Forever. No,
forever.
No, but I did notice that, you know how like DC was so dark and so ominous, and Marvel had this kind of comedic relief throughout their entire all their movies and things like that. So they incorporated that in the game, and I did see that. I don't know if you saw the newest trailer, but they have a part where Kamala Khan is you got me saying Khan now. Khan. She's actually like sitting in the car and she's sipping on a drink. And I can't remember who's driving. It's either Bruce Banner or Tony Stark. I honestly can't remember because the trailer's not right in front of me. But she's like sipping and she can hear like she's at the end and like all you hear is ice. And she's like shaking it around to get more out of the drink. And like whoever's driving the car just like stares at her for like a short second. And then she stops and then she's like... like it's just like it's a really funny scene. Like you can see it throughout the entire thing. I'm excited they stepped with that.
Yeah, you hear her talking too when it first starts because it says, "Have you ever wanted to meet your I don't know, your crush or your idols or your celebrity or whatever?" And then she said, "Well, I met mine, and it was awesome." And that's when the trailer like really kicks off. And so yeah, this is awesome, man. I am so excited for this game. It looks like each one. So this is what I'm curious about. Because I'm a console gamer. I'm curious about the controls. Are the controls going to be easy to figure out? Are they going to be... because you would think we're past that with a lot of games, but at the same time, like there's sometimes I jump into a game and like Kingdom Hearts.
Or PUBG.
Kingdom Hearts completely...
PUBG, my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Kingdom Hearts flipped the circle and this X, and dude, that shit stuff messed me up for a long time. And so like... I'm just curious to see the controls. I hope that they're easy to use. I hope that you have your special buttons.
Fine.
I don't know, man. This game looks awesome. But I don't know. I'm getting my hopes really high for this game, which is in true fashion.
But then you're getting dashed. That's usually what happens when you're excited for a game.
Slam down, yeah.
No, but this game looks
gameplay
awesome.
Looks amazing. Graphics look amazing. Mechanics look amazing.
Replay value is there.
Replay value because not only that, because from what I've seen, it looks like you can play through the game as a bunch of different characters.
Yeah. So
like we're talking 6-7 times you play through the game to actually play it through with everyone, seeing different sides of the story, different cutscenes, things like that. So yeah, I'm super pumped. What did we say? I know I turned my page earlier. What did I say? February 20th?
It's May 15th.
May 15th.
So you can actually, if you pre-order the game, you can play the game early, open beta. I don't know when you can play, but if you pre-order right now, you can play the open beta.
I'll pre-order.
Not open
right
beta.
Now.
It's actually
I want to pre. How do I?
I'm not saying open beta for if you can pre-order and get the beta. I gotta get together.
You're fine. You're good. So pre-order the game. Play the game early. I'll be right there with you. Insane Superhero, and we'll
and
do
you
this,
beat
man.
Thor.
Dude, Thor looked really cool, man. It looked like you could, because it looked, okay, so here's why I like Thor. It looked like I could see someone that I wanted to fight over there, and I could throw my hammer at said person, and then I could punch people and fight people, and then I could pull your hammer? Then I could push a button and grab my hammer again. Sick. It showed Captain America. He like threw his shield like in the air, and as it came back to him, instead of catching it, he like did like a spinning back kick and kicked another person. Oh. Dude, what?
I'd be Captain America.
What?
I don't
that
play
looks
Captain America.
Awesome, right?
Yeah, it looks so sick.
That's I don't know, man. I'm super pumped, dude.
Can you imagine going like crazy the Hulk? I just want to slam people and say puny human.
That's why I was. Oh, so that was another thing too. I'm sure you can cut this out if you wanted to, or if this might not make it. But so like you have the Thor who can throw his hammer and then he can like call it back. You have the Captain America, he throws his thing and when it comes back to him, he like spin it, kick it. You have the Hulk who has no weapons but grabs someone by their legs and uses them as a weapon to hit other people, dude. Man. I was like, what? And then obviously you have, Captain America, the other dude, Iron Man. You have Iron Man shooting out of the hands and all that cool stuff.
I love Iron Man.
I like the concept of throwing my thing and it's gone until I call it back. And I'm curious, when I throw it, does it stay, if I throw it as hard, you throw it and then you go do other stuff. If you wait, I don't know, 20 seconds, does it take another 20 seconds for it to get back to you?
Are you calling it like
you know what I mean?
Do I need to... How like your horse gets so far away and you can't call it back
and it takes
anymore?
Forever.
I hate that because your horse is not within distance. Yeah. So I have to run 60 yards to like call it again to say your horse is not within distance.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be my game, dude. It's gonna be my game.
And thanks for listening to this episode of the Rad Gaming Podcast. Be sure to rate and subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts. I release a new episode every Wednesday. And as always, stay rad, comrades.